with the National Cathedral because of time. I mean, I have listened to you grant interviews and speak on it. But in 2019, the finance minister came to Parliament and said that government was going to donate seed money to the construction or the building of the National Cathedral. What did you in the NDC do about it then?
Brilliant question. So you are right that for the 2019 budget, the finance minister informed Parliament. So this was, the budget is presented the year before. So in November 2018, specifically on the 15th of November 2018, the finance minister presented the 2019 budget and had this to say at paragraph 157 of his budget speech. He said, and I quote, "Mr. Speaker, the President is determined that the building of the National Cathedral will not put undue financial burden on the state. He has therefore proposed a partnership between the state and the Ghanaian Christian community, both at home and in the diaspora. The formal launch of this national fundraising campaign is slated for December 28, 2018 in Ghana and February 2019 in the United States. This National Cathedral Partnership Framework operationalizes and indeed is practical expression of the social partnership envisaged to foster participatory development of country as our collective goal." So this is what the finance minister said as regards the National Cathedral project. We consider this a major shift in policy because you recall that previously the government had said that this would be an entirely private initiative and that they will not burden the taxpayer at all. They will not use government resources. In other words, our taxes to build this cathedral. And indeed, I have here a press cutting on from Adom Online, which was also captured by Ghana Web and many other portals. Quote, "Government not using taxpayers' money to build National Cathedral." Immediate past General Secretary of the Christian Council of Ghana, Reverend Dr. Akufo-Addo Frimpong, says government will not pay for the yet-to-be-built National Cathedral. Speaking on Asempa FM's Ekosi show on Monday, Dr. Akufo-Addo Frimpong said President Akufo-Addo will only facilitate the acquisition of land for the project, but will not finance it as is being speculated in the media, unquote. So this has always been the notion.
And this was in what year?
This was in 2018. This is August 27, 2018.
Okay.
So that's why I said that we were told at the beginning of the president's term, the first term, that this was a personal pledge he had made to God, that if God made him president, he will build this cathedral in his honor, and it would largely be a private effort, mobilizing Christians and, other donors to construct this cathedral. Then we got this policy shift in the 2019 budget presentation in November 2015. When we heard that, we were obviously struck about the sudden shift in position. And so in the budget debate, when the budget is presented, it is debated and then it is subsequently approved or disapproved if we vote and the majority of MPs say that they do not support the budget policy. Indeed, in the entire history of our country, there's been two occasions where budgets have been rejected, the Lehman budget and then recently the Akufo-Addo budget, which was later overturned by our colleagues on the majority side. So during the budget debate, we made the point that despite this announcement of a policy shift, we have gone through the budget and we don't see any specific line item. You see, when you indicate in the statement of the budget, that is the words, the text, what you are going to do, you must then back it up with the numbers. So we know, if you say that there's going to be seed capital, how much is that seed capital? If you say it's a partnership, so you are expecting taxpayers to also contribute, to join you in this effort, what is the level of partnership? Is it 20%? Is it 30%? Is it 50%? Is it 80%? We need to know. So we went through the entire budget and there was no provision at all. And
but was there no conversation in Parliament that government was going to provide 100 million seed capital for the cathedral?
No.
There was not.
There wasn't.
So when you were debating on this thing, what were the conversations that were going on? So, what information did you seek before you approved the budget?
Yes. So we made clear that having gone through the budget, and I have here a press cutting from Ghana Web, which says that disbursing funds to construct National Cathedral without Parliament's approval, an issue of accountability. The Honorable Dominic Ayeni, former Deputy Attorney General, Member of Parliament for Bolga East, Dr. Dominic Ayeni, has stated that the attempt by the government to allocate a seed money for the construction of the National Cathedral is unconstitutional and an issue of accountability. Dr. Ayeni indicated that there is no line item of seed money in the 2019 budget statement and economic policy with respect to the construction of the National Cathedral. Debating at the plenary on the 2019 budget statement and economic policy of the government, Honorable Ayeni pointed out that there is a critical issue of accountability and that the minister cannot purport on behalf of Parliament to disburse funds for the construction of the cathedral without prior approval from the House. So we made clear that, look, we have perused the budget, gone through the entire pages. Indeed, you recall that the president has said that this National Cathedral is his priority of priorities. When you go through the budget statement, always at Appendix 6, you have government's priority projects listed. And I have here the 2022 budget at page 264, and this budget is available online. Viewers can download the budget statement from the Ministry of Finance website. Appendix 6, Cost of Government Flagship Programs, 2022, page 264. When you go through the entire, the 11 flagship projects are listed here. You see LEAP, you see Free SHS, you see school feeding program, you see Nation Builders Core, National Education Authority, that's the cards, the Ghana cards allocation. You don't find the cathedral here. And I have all the budgets of President Akufo-Addo here, 2017 budget, 2021 budget. Indeed, when you take the 2021 budget as well, page 241, Appendix 6 again, the priority projects are listed. So even though the president says that this is my priority of priorities and I am going to get it done no matter what the challenges are, it's not provided for. You take the 2020 budget as well, page 233. You see 17 items listed here as government flagship programs. And then you go through the entire budget. There is absolutely no allocation, no line item. And you see, why this is significant, it is important to make the constitutional argument, which Dr. Ayeni drew attention to during the debate. Article 178 of the 1992 Constitution. And mind you, since last week, since we intercepted the release of 25 million Ghana cedis to rebate Company Limited without parliamentary approval, we have been asking them to make reference to the paragraph in the budget, the page in the budget, or the appendices, the table, any line item, any provision whatsoever. They have not been able to respond. It's about a week now. So if you look at Article 178 of the 1992 Constitution, it provides no monies, emphasis mine, no monies shall be withdrawn from the consolidated fund except A, to meet expenditure that is charged on that fund by the Constitution or by an act of Parliament, or B, where the issue of those monies has been authorized by an appropriation act, or 2, by a supplementary estimate approved by resolution of Parliament passed for the purpose. I have all the appropriation acts here from 2017 to 2022. All the appropriation acts are here. There is no allocation, no approval by Parliament, no line item at all. So what is happening here is a grave constitutional violation and a egregious constitutional breach. The taxpayers' funds is for the people of Ghana. No public official has the right. You have absolutely no business touching public funds without approval from Parliament. I mean, this is Public Financial Management 101. It's so basic. We are led by a president who was Attorney General. who should know. The finance minister is no minnow when it comes to public financial management. He cannot claim to be naive. So they know that you cannot be dipping your hands. And you see, so far, the focus has been on the 25 million Ghana cedis release.
Okay.
You recall that on Friday, we also put out documentation from the Office of the President, which reveals that another whopping 32 million Ghana cedis has been paid to Sir David Ajayi and associates. Interestingly, Sir David Ajayi received his registration certificate to practice in Ghana only this year, April this year. And yet, in 2021, he received this colossal amount of money. I know of many medical doctors who have trained in Russia, Ukraine, Cuba, who have to wait, sit at home, sitting for the exam by the Ghana Medical and Dental exam, Ghana Medical and Dental Council, pardon me, pass the exam before they are allowed to practice. It's the same for all other, professionals. If you want to practice in Ghana, you should be called and be registered on the roll to practice here in Ghana, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a dentist, whether you're a pharmacist, whether you're a medical doctor, an architect, a planner. Those are the rules. But we're making exception for Sir David Ajayi. I'm not taking anything away from his, extraordinary career as an architect. He's brought Ghana a lot of pride and all of that. But this doesn't even help that image, that reputation that he has built over the years. It doesn't do him any good. We should play by the rules. So you have here a constitutional breach, Article 178. You also see that our professional laws are being totally decimated. Then the procurement law. The procurement law is very clear that before public funds are released for any entity, any company whatsoever, to carry out public transactions, they must go through a procurement process. They